Gardner. I'm the rector of St. James by the Sea in La Jolla. It's a wonderful Episcopal church, over 100 years old. Beautiful campus, but especially beautiful people. I'm pleased to know these folks, and I love to hear their stories. And some of their stories are going to follow. Stories of faith, stories of how they have come to know Christ and God's love in their life, stories of how they find the church to be a central and life-giving part of who they are.
This is the first church that we've gone to when we moved down here, and I think it's a really great church, and I've met a lot of people, and I'm an acolyte, so it's really fun for me.
I love this church, and I was baptized here, and now I'm an acolyte, and I'm very happy because I make friends like Anna.
When we moved down here, I was having a really hard time adjusting, and it was just a lot different, and I missed all my friends and stuff, but I just came through, and it's all good now.
And when I felt lonely once at sleepaway camp, because I hadn't made any friends yet, God came to me and I talked to him and he made me feel a lot better, and then I made some more friends.
It's a cornerstone of my week. Every Sunday is the beginning of the next week, and I started at St. James, and it's a wonderful way to begin. I see my friends, I hear a wonderful sermon, there's beautiful music. There couldn't be a better way.
I started coming in 1975 with my parents, and I think there's been times when there were some times when I wasn't coming regularly, but I have been coming regularly, also because of their influence. And the reason I do that, it's mainly for the fellowship and the times that it gives you a sense of hope and a sense of purpose and a sense of perspective.
We came here because we were looking for a church that served children, and we've been here ever since, and we're thrilled to be here. It's a real blessing in our lives.
And that's part of how I came here. I wasn't really looking for a church, as Jeannie described, but I was open to what God might ask me to do. And the leading and the calling to come to St. James was just very clear and strong, and I try to pay attention to that.
I bring my mother here, whom I take care of, and after a volcano of my life, I found that I needed some guidance. And I walked by one day and I heard the choir, and I was drawn in, and the grounding has pretty much saved my life.
A weekly joy for me, for my whole life. I suppose when my first husband died, and there was just, love became palpable. There was so much love expressed at that time. It was a truly uplifting experience to be with all those people expressing so much love.
One day I was cooking, which is a very rare thing for me, and I had all the ingredients I needed to make this special meal for my husband. I cook about once a year. And I realized as the meal was about ready to be finished that I did not have the green pepper. And I couldn't finish the dinner without the green pepper. So I said, oh God, I have to have a green pepper. So I ran out the door. I was going to run over to La Jolla Shores Market, which was only about 4 or 5 blocks away. And lo and behold, outside my gate, on the sidewalk, was a green pepper.
The grace of God has let me have my husband for a great many years, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful that I'm available to help him, and vice versa.
St. James has made my life here in San Diego so much more meaningful and happy, because it just has given me a great sense of church community.
St. James is where I watched my kids grow up. They were pretty young when we first started coming here, and one's off to college and one's finishing up high school. And It's just been the whole process of watching my kids grow and watching their faith and my faith grow over the last 11 years. St. James is my sanctuary. It's the place I come to be refreshed every week. And it's just such a special time during the week.
It's also a place where I come on Sundays and it helps me to center myself after a really busy week and really kind of focus on what's important in life. I really felt the grace of God when I met my future wife, Amy. I said a prayer that I really wanted to meet somebody who was really going to be special and I could spend the rest of my life with. And pretty soon after that, I met Amy, and lo and behold, we're getting married here in just a couple days now. So it's truly an answer to prayer.
St. James by the Sea has been my second home for about over 20 years, and the music that I get to sing here and perform here is just, it's the basis of it's the foundation of my faith. 2.5 years ago I had pretty serious back surgery, and I, through many friends at St. James and all over the country, I had the most incredible prayer network going on, and as a result of that, I was probably at least 2 months ahead in my recovery. Even my surgeon looked at me and said, "I can't believe how well you're doing." And as a result of that, I had always before that always been reticent about sort of sharing my story or sharing the gospel or whatever. And every time that anybody asks me, you know, how are you doing or how did you do that, I just always say it's by the grace of God.
The church has been important in my life in bringing my family together with the community and bringing music into our lives as well. I grew up going to Episcopal Church, and the pageantry, the music, and then the message that we get every week brings some feeling of community and stability to our life, and can't live without it.
What do you do at St. James?
I learn about God.
You learn about God. Where do you learn about God?
That He's watching us always.
Oh, that's great.
St. James means acceptance and love to me. The friendships, everything that I've seen and felt here with all of the wonderful people that come to service here, it's just somewhere where I can feel at home. One of Randall's sermons that really resonates with me, he told about a few months ago, maybe a year, was that we have to be open to an experience with God, and if we're not, if we don't ask for that, it's never going to happen. And that's been a big factor in letting God into my life and just being able to feel that love all around.
The difference St. James has made in our lives is spiritual fulfillment, or at least seeking it as a goal, a good friendship, a good fellowship, and personal growth, enriched by the people that you have a chance to work with in the congregation, especially if you do say yes and get involved in the numerous activities. Find something you like and your life will be richer.
Just we're looking for a church. I want the kids to know God and get an education, and so we came here, and I think, like Jeannie said, it was such a child-friendly place and happy place, and so we've stayed.
That is the heart of my priesthood. It's what I love most about parish ministry, so it's just been a joy. And I want to say that if you're going into the hospital for surgery, if you know someone who's having surgery or someone who's shut in and feeling cut off from the parish community, please call Walter in the parish office and let him know, because we want to make sure that those folks get visited and remain connected with this community that means so much. Shane and I are really glad to be here and are loving it, and the welcome we have received has just been wonderful.
The first week I came to St. James, the pastor, James Levy, Father Levy, came and called on me, and I hadn't even put my books in the bookcase or put anything away, but he was there on the doorstep asking me to be a volunteer to work with the Altar Guild. So I said, all right, and I joined the Altar Guild, and it was a good way to get to know a lot of people and a good friendship that I developed with many, many people.
It's always been a comforting place to come. My best friend passed away when I was 16, and I came here. This is the first place to come. I was baptized here, and have always passed it every single day.
Yeah. Wonderful.
I have made so many great friends by coming to church every Sunday, and most importantly, I met my wife here.
Awesome. That's so cool. Tell about a time when the grace of God became real for you.
A few years ago, I got really sick, and I was in the hospital for a long time. And all of the prayers that I received, I felt the power of God in my life, helping me, getting me better.
St. James has been another family to me, and it's just given me a whole new perspective on my faith. It's just augmented my whole views, and it's just extremely supportive of my life, and everyone here is amazing.
St. James by the Sea has been my home in Southern California. It is home. It's helped us be home, and we love it for that reason, for all the reasons you love home.
Becoming active in the community of St. James, being a lay Eucharistic minister, being a member of the Daughters of the King has opened me to various people throughout the church and has helped me get to know other people, has helped me in my public speaking, has helped me to just be a better person in general. It's been a very welcoming and warm community, and it's meant a lot to me and to my husband's head.
St. James by the Sea has brought discipline into my life. It's taught me how to pray. It's taught me how to be thankful and hopefully and graceful, but it's brought me a great deal of peace.
Before St. James, I never had been a churchgoer. Allison introduced us in 2002, and because of that, I feel like I've made friendships and have a better understanding of my relationships with people and with God that I never had before, and that's been very important to me.
The love of God is very evident in my life all around because I constantly feel surrounded by love, unconditional love, and filled with it and able to just kind of freely give that to other people. And I ask God's guidance every day to be able to do that, and I give gratitude for it. So that's something that's really very present in my life.
Well, there's just a little glimpse of St. James by the Sea. Like I said, it's a wonderful church. All these stories are so touching, they mean so much to me. I invite you to take part, get involved, join in, but especially to find that way that Christ can be a blessing in your life too. Come and join us with that. We're all seeking Christ together. Be part of us as we do that. God bless you.